Hi guys, how's it going? This is Resin of Collinwood for YouTube, Resin _ of _ Collinwood for BitChute. And I'm here to talk about, is Dr. Sartan from Halloween 2018 a copycat killer? To me, no. He does not fit a copycat killer. I mean, to me, he's not killing for Michael. He's not killing in the name of Michael Myers. He's killing for himself. And really, his first kill is not necessarily in defense of himself, but his kill is to protect Michael Myers. He kills Hawkins, protecting Michael. Hawkins has his gun out ready to shoot Michael, but the good doctor, is in the way. And that's when he pulls out that little knife thing and he stabs Hawkins. Now, do I get that he wanted to feel what it was like to kill somebody? Yeah, sure. I don't mind what they were trying to say. It's how they said it. If this dude, if there was any way to make him a copycat killer, they could have did it way, way different. And I don't think they were trying to make him a copycat killer. If you want to go look at a blueprint for a Halloween copycat killer, to me, the best blueprint ever laid that I ever seen laid for well, there's two actually. There's two ways that you could copycat Michael Myers, and two fan films did this. And I'm going to mention the one I like most last. Number two, the Halloween fan film, The 31st. Shout out to those guys. I'll leave a link in the description box for the fan film. This fan film does have Michael Myers in it now, but for the most part, it's sort of, well, it depends how you look at it. If you want to interpret that the guy wasn't really killing him, that it was Michael, that's your narrative, that's fine. I wouldn't blame you for that. But what the film is trying to suggest is that the copycat killer kills his friends, and then when the copycat killer feels the real Michael Myers is never going to show up, because what the copycat killer and his friends admit to, the one guy he kills admits that they went into the Myers house, which is a museum, and they stole the original mask. And what happens is the other guy kept it, and he basically becomes his own little Michael Myers. He dresses up like Michael, he puts the mask on, and he starts killing his friends. At least that's what the film's trying to interpret it. Now, do I believe from the fan film standpoint that's actually him in that mask? I'm not trying to call bullshit on the filmmakers, but I don't believe that's the actual guy. And here's why. Here's the telltale sign. Here's why I put this number 2. There's a moment when he does not stab the cop. Now, I get that's a plot point. That's a plot device. He forgets to stab the cop. If you've been killing all night long, you're not going to forget to stab the cop. So I don't believe that he's the one killing his friends. I believe that is Michael Myers, because simply the one guy punches him in the face, and it's like he's not even bruised, and that guy was big and muscular. To me, the person killing the friends is Michael Myers, and he just takes the credit for it. So, do I believe he's trying to become a copycat killer? Yes, way more than Sartan ever was. So that film's called The 31st. I give it a 7.5 out of 10. I liked it, but it could have, I take away because the sound wasn't the greatest. And number 2, I don't feel they made it clear enough he was a real copycat killer, that he was the one in the mask. To me, during that film, it's a debated issue to whether he's actually in the mask or not. That's my opinion now. I'm just saying. Number 2, the best copycat killer I've ever seen Hats off to these guys because I consider their film really, really great. Halloween, absolute, well, Michael Myers, absolute evil. The Scarecrow Killer. The Scarecrow Killer is the very definition of what a Halloween copycat killer should be. They've got literally their own costume. They're not using Michael's mask or Michael's costume. No, they made their goddamn own. They made themselves a scarecrow mask and dressed up like a fucking scarecrow to kill on Halloween. And number two, this woman stalks and kills. Now you don't see it, John Tate, and I wish they would have showed it. That's my only issue with that. But I get it. They were just trying to tell you a story that somebody worshipped Michael the opposite way the cult of Thorn worshipped Michael. She wanted to kill in the name of Michael Myers. And she puts it beautifully. The actress who played her, I don't know her name, but whoever you are, you deserve to be in Hollywood, girl. You really do. You and everybody involved in that picture did a great job. And here's the thing, too. She says something in the interrogation room I've never forgotten. You don't survive, Michael Myers? Who are you? You know, when she says that, I'm like, this girl's fucking gone. She's gone. And that was such great acting. The look on her face when she says it, too, she's sincere about it. You know, she's going to kill people in the name of Michael Myers. She's killing people literally in the name of Michael. Can you get any more of a copycat killer than that woman? Hell no. And I like that they don't use Michael's mask for a copycat killer, because to me, you don't need Michael's mask to be the copycat killer. You just need to have a roundabout way of killing in his name, and they did that in that film. Now, for Dr. Sartain, how should they have done that, in my opinion? And to me, you know, this is why they didn't do this, too. And this is sort of where people are going to get mad at me, and I don't really give a shit. You can get mad at me. They didn't do it because they didn't want to make Laurie Strode, a.k.a. Jamie Lee Curtis, look bad. Her character look bad. They construct this house to have Michael in. And no, Michael was not stalking Laurie throughout the film. I call bullshit on that 1000%. Number two, Laurie was stalking Michael. That was there. But the problem is, they went away from that to show off that goddamn fucking house. And look, I like the closing scene. To me, the closing scene in that house is great. How they get it there is just pulling teeth. To me, they should have had Laurie go out of her comfort zone. I mean, she's been stalking him throughout the movie. When they get to that house, they even sort of almost forget about Allison, which sort of bothers me about the film a little bit. I still give it a 7. I like parts of it. But here's where my issue lies. If you're really... Dr. Sartain is focused on bringing Michael to Laurie. To me, if Dr. Sartain was really a copycat killer, you're not going to bring Michael to Laurie. To me, if you're a copycat killer, if you're wanting to kill in the name of Michael Myers, or just, I want to kill because I want to be like Michael. Look, you do not need the Myers mask to kill. That's been proven not only in this Halloween, but in the original Halloween. Michael did not wear a mask when he killed the tow truck worker. He didn't get the mask until he got to town. He did put on the clown mask to kill Judith, though, but but when we talk about Michael killing without the mask, he does kill without the mask he wears. In Halloween 4, he's not wearing a mask, he's wearing bandages. That's not the same thing. So, when you look at Halloween 2018, how should they have done this, in my view? Number one, they should have had the Myers house in this. That's number one. And when, Hawkins says about where you think he would go, that's when he should say the Myers house. He would go to his house. He's read Dr. Loomis's notes. He would have had to, right? So when they get Allison, when they pick up Allison, that's where they go. They would have, to me, they go to the Myers house. And, Hawkins sees no reason to bring her in there. Why would he? So they just tell her to wait there in the car in the back. Because remember, you have to open it from the outside because it's a police car. She's in the back. So they go there. And when they get up to Judith's room, Sartain would have said, this is where it all started. This is where he killed Judith. And Hawkins would say, I know, Dr. Sartain, I know. And that's when you see it. The knife come out and bam, he just doesn't stab him once. He stabs him 3 times in that fucking neck, killing him outright. No self-defense, no... Hawkins wouldn't even have his gun out because Myers isn't there yet. You kill in the very location where Michael started murdering, and you have your copycat killer. You have this man who's literally now so obsessed with Michael, he killed it in the very spot he killed his sister, where he committed his first cold-blooded murder. To me, that's what they should have done if they were going to make him a copycat killer. Should he have killed Allison? I think you do this one or two ways if he's truly a copycat killer. If he's truly a copycat killer, and to me, I think this is where it would have took away from it a bit if he truly was. Allison finds a way to get out of the vehicle, by hook or crook. Maybe she gets out somehow, and maybe she breaks the window. I don't know. She doesn't want to be in there, and he just chases her. Or to me, the better way would be to do this if he really wasn't a complete copycat killer. If he was just wanting to feel what it felt like to kill. Or maybe what it felt like to be Michael for that moment, and he kills Hawkins upstairs in Judith's room. He gets Judith out of the back. He goes, and he says, Hawkins wants to talk to you. What we don't know is he has the handcuffs, and when she gets up there, and she sees, he hits her over the head. He knocks her unconscious. When she wakes up, she's handcuffed to a radiator, not being able to go, and that's when Sartain is just standing there looking at her. He'll come now. He'll come home. And we see Michael coming to the Myers house. And then you show Lori, something's wrong. Something's not right. She gets this weird feeling that something's just off. He's not here. Allison's not here. Something's not right. Well, and that's when Karen could have came into use a different way, and she'd have said, well, Mom, where would he even go? And she looks home. And they go to the Myers house, both of them, and you could have a completely different scenario. To me, I wish they would have did that instead of what they did do. It just felt like Dr. Sartain he was a good character up front, but when you make him a character who protects Michael, to me, it makes Michael look weak. You don't want... they're so scared to make Laurie Strode look bad, they're not thinking of other ways to do this shit. But then they make Michael Myers look like a pussy, right? They make Michael Myers lay on the ground, he's about to get shot, and the doctor protects his ass. So that's my big issue with that. Links are going to be in the description box for the 31st. Shout out to those guys. And Halloween Absolute Evil. Shout out to those guys. And huge shout out to the Myers fan, Darnell Weeks. Link's going to be in the description box for his channel. Like, share, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one.